Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? What is going on, guys? Your boy Killer Kawabo. Welcome to another episode of Men Operating in Reality. All right, guys. I wanted to jump on here real quick. I was going to try and do this earlier, but I've been so busy today, I did not get a chance to. So I'm going to jump on here real quick and talk about this thing that I saw on Twitter. So you guys probably saw or heard or see some videos. Some of the YouTubers already put up some of the videos talking about this black woman who was a therapist who tried to shame black men online, and then she got a funny fate. She ends up losing her job like the next day. So I thought it was hilarious, and I want to kind of break this down a little bit, kind of just talk about this because it's kind of a crazy video um, to really see, and there's a lesson in this. But before we get to it, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know next time I drop. As well as if you want to donate, you can donate to the Cash App and PayPal. It'd be much appreciated. All right, guys. We are going to watch this video of this quote unquote therapist try to talk to black men. We kind of break this down. We'll watch there's multiple videos, so we'll watch the video of her, the video that got her fired, and then we'll watch the video of the aftermath of her getting fired. Then we'll watch another video of another black chick who tries to shame us. But this same black chick is the same black chick that called us bullet bags on Twitter. So she called us bullet bags, saying that we deserve to die. All right, so we're gonna show this video on Twitter, and it's all on Twitter, guys. This is all on. This is all you can see. It's all on Twitter. That's the crazy part. Let's talk about this. First of all, they said I wish men would understand that emotional intelligence is so important because how much clarity and security it brings into your life. Wrong. If you find a woman that talks about you need emotional intelligence, run. Get to the chopper. Run, get to the chopper. Emotional intelligence, first of all, yes, while emotional intelligence is important, it shouldn't be no main thing. The main thing is just intelligence, period. Because if this woman had intelligence, she would have known to not open her mouth and post this stuff online, trying to be. It's always these black women trying to act profound and come up with thesis statements and post them online. If she had some intelligence, she would have brought it on here. But it's funny that modern women want to talk about emotional intelligence, and then the main ones that do not have emotional intelligence. Because first of all, they always go after the men that they're never good for them. Even though when people will tell them they're not good for them, they go by their emotions and supersede that. They go by the emotions to break up their families. They go by the emotions to end up lonely. They go by the emotions. So who's the one that don't have emotional intelligence? They try to go through all they want to go through all this hardship. They want to go independent single. But then if something happens, all of a sudden all of a sudden it's men's fault. All of a sudden you got to blame men. Men don't have emotional intelligence. It's ridiculous how modern women think nowadays. So we're gonna watch this video real quick, and then we're gonna talk about this. Let's go.
Expand your emotional vocabulary. It's so your life can be easier. Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch? I think yes, right? Long gone are the days where you can just shut down. Bitches is not tolerating that.
First of all, don't ever listen to a woman that talk about communicate. And we need to communicate. That's just a cold word talking about she wants to be communicated with. She wants to be communicated with. Okay, looks like we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Having an internet connection problem, which shouldn't be happening because I got should have a newer internet. I'm about to talk to AT&T. See what's going on. All right, we're gonna play that back because I forgot what she was talking. I forgot what I was talking about.
Vocabulary. It's so your life can be easier. Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch? I think yes, right?
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Whenever a woman says she wants to communicate, don't listen to her. Don't listen to her when she said that crap. Because what she want, what's code word means, it means that she wants you to open up about yourself, about your deepest, darkest secrets. That's what community. She doesn't want you to talk about how stressful your day was and what kind of problems you're going through. She wants you to open up about your deepest, darkest secrets so she can use it against you later when you're arguing or something. Or if you're a breakup, she can just go start telling everybody and shit, making different accusation assumptions. She can start telling people. So whenever a woman says she wants to communicate, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them on that crap. Because you communicate every day. You definitely communicate what the problem is. And if you're a man, you definitely communicate if there's a problem. But women always talking about they want you to communicate, communicate. And then when you do communicate, they don't listen. They don't want to listen. Men, black men have communicated so much. We communicated what we wanted. We communicate what we want from black women. We communicated everything. Black women don't want to listen. So we just stop talking. When a man stops talking, it means that they know that these women that they're dealing with, they don't care. That's why men don't even open up to women anymore because you don't care. We know when you don't care. As men, we know when somebody cares about us and when somebody doesn't care about us. And when we know a woman doesn't care about us, we just shut down. Let's continue.
Long gone are the days where you can just shut down. Bitches is not tolerating that. Like it used to be where men provided financially or with Schmeat and bitches can make their own self come and we can pay for our own shit. So I'm gonna need y'all to catch up on the emotional part.
And men are not obligated to emotion to I'm not obligated to open up to y'all. If y'all can make yourselves do your own thing now, y'all may got your own money and do all that, cool. That's fine. If y'all can do that, that's great. Why do we have to open up to y'all? We don't have to do a goddamn thing for y'all, honestly. And that's the funny part. These women want to go on here and shame us all day and thinking that's something we have to do. We don't have to do that. That's just like how y'all women are obligated to do whatever y'all was talking about, or y'all can do it on your own. We don't have to talk open up to y'all. We can talk open up to our homeboys. And that's what I suggest. Don't do not open up to any women if you're going through problems. Find yourself a male friend, your father, a family member who's male, and talk to them because men understand your problem. Men will actually help you with your problem. These women do not care about your problems. You don't, men do not open up to women about your problems ever.
If a bitch is telling you I need you to communicate more, open your fucking mouth. But you know what I realized? And let me back up. Let me back up. A common misconception about me as a clinician is that 90% of my clientele have been men, black men, cis and that shit down since 2016. Anyway, if y'all are not in therapy, expanding your emotional vocabulary, your life just off top is going to be more difficult.
One thing I can agree with her is you should go to therapy and definitely expand your vocabulary for sure. I agree with her on that. However, don't go to therapy. Don't you know what? Get a male therapist. Get a male therapist because again, he will help. He will give you uh because men look for solutions when we talk about problems. When we talk about problems, we look for solutions. We don't want to just sit there and be like, okay, yeah, okay, that's cool. We want to talk. We want to find a way to actually get it done and get over that hump because men like peace. We don't want problems. So talk to a male therapist and have him help you out. Don't talk to a female therapist because they're gonna do what she's doing now. She's going around shaming black men, going around shaming black men, being unprofessional. And I don't know why black women always want to be known for being unprofessional. Black women always want to be known for being unprofessional. So she's going around cussing and shit. And this is the actual therapist right now. Black men, do not go to a black woman therapist. First of all, don't go to a woman therapist. But don't go to a black woman therapist. Like at all. Like that's a huge mistake. All right, let's continue this video.
When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you expand your awareness of yourself. When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you understand how you can navigate in this bitch. This fucking weird ass world that is so hard on y'all. Like, let's acknowledge that the world is very difficult for y'all, but y'all are not making it any easier, bruh. You're not. When bitches are telling y'all to go to therapy, it's not for us. It's for y'all sad motherfuckers. Go to therapy. Talk about that shit that's on your chest. You don't have to choke that shit down anymore. Y'all are doing a disservice to yourself. And so let me sum this shit up. Y'all told bitches to elevate our standards, and at the cost of us elevating y'all standards, y'all got asked because y'all didn't elevate. Bitches are not tolerating emotional abuse, emotional neglect. Step it up. Go talk to somebody. Go expand your emotional vocabulary so your life can be better, bitch. All right. Going to.
That's a therapist right there. This is a person you're gonna listen to. While I agree that men should go to therapy, talk if you can't go to therapy, talk to your homeboys. If you're a man and you feel like nobody to talk to, if you got homeboys, talk to them. Father, talk to them. Uncle, talk to them. Any father figure, any man in your life, talk to them. Do not talk to a woman. Period. Women do not care about your problems. And I will keep telling y'all this to the end of time. It doesn't even matter if it's your wife. Yes, maybe your wife might be a little bit better person to speak with, but don't open up to women. I'm telling you, it would just be a detriment to your life. 9 times out of 10, when you open up, because she acting like men, especially in my generation, was not opening up to women and telling them how we feel on any occasion. But there's the thing: women get turned off by men like that because it be men who open up to women, and it doesn't matter if the woman is a family friend, if it's a girlfriend, if it's a woman that he's just friends with, any type of woman, it pushes them away every time because men go through a lot of problems, a lot of problems. So much problems that we can write a whole book of problems that we can more so than these modern women. So if we literally it was going to talk about our problems all day, it would take some hours. But instead of talking about our problems, we just want to get it out the way. Because yeah, talking is cool, but talking is not going to change the fact that the problem still exists. If I got to pay my bill tomorrow and I got no money, yeah, I could talk about how sad I am to somebody about it. But just because I talked about it, unless that person not gonna give me that money for the bills, that don't mean nothing. Feeling better not it's not going to help me not keep this roof over my head. So while I do agree that men need to open up and they need to start talking more, don't talk to women. Don't open up to women. Open up to your homeboys if you really feeling depressed and really feeling like you want to take yourself out. Don't open up to women. Open up to your homeboys. Because like I said, women do not care about your problems. They just want you to take care of them and get them out the way. They want you to be the therapist, but they don't care about your feelings when you want to communicate. And then when you do communicate, they shame you, they insult you, they try to bring it back into arguments. They do that all the time. When you communicate that, say you communicate that a woman you don't want a woman to go out dressing like that. They try to say you're insecure. That's a concern that you have as a man that you were trying to express. But again, they want us to communicate. When black women say they want us to communicate, it means that they want us to communicate and open up and tell us secrets. They want us to tell them secrets and stuff. Some ammunition they can use to tell everybody once y'all break up. Now we're gonna watch the aftermath of this video of this idiot losing her job. And I'm gonna explain to you. She's gonna try and explain, oh, it's black men's fault. Obviously, she's gonna blame black men. It's what black women do. But I'm gonna break down the real reason why she did this. Let's why she got fired. Let's watch this.
Your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save themselves but got her job terminated as a result. Story time? I think yes. Shit you not, I posted a video.
First of all, you're calling your clients these hoes. Come on now. You're calling your client these hoes. That right there is a red flag.
On Monday, telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence. And I shit you not, by Friday, didn't have employment. All of this started with a Psychology Today article stating that men are lonelier than ever because they have no fucking emotional skills.
I'm gonna do my own separate video on that, but men are not lonelier than ever. A lot of men are opting out of relationships. We're actually happier nowadays. We are not lonelier than ever. And I'm gonna do a whole video breaking down that because another thing that women don't realize is that men have been dying alone for since the beginning of time. Men have always died alone. It's just now modern women are dying alone with us because a woman could have always gotten married or was always coupled up with somebody. 9 times out of 10, man where it's not since the beginning of time. Men have always died alone because the only reason why nobody noticed is that nobody cared. But it's just now that we have it's just now it's people like Kevin Samuels and the Red Pill community have manifested. everybody wants to say that more men are lonelier now when they are not. Men have always been alone. Like this is probably the same statistics of what probably was 10 years ago. It was probably the same statistics that it probably was 20 years ago. There've always been there's always been men that are alone. But when men are hermits, they don't go around complaining that there's no women around. They understand that there are they understand why they lonely. They understand that they are lonely and they have to and they're going to be lonely. All right, let's watch.
And I agree and doubled down and told y'all that y'all lives would radically improve if you extended the shit that came out your mouth. But instead of healing, y'all will do anything but that. Instead of being accountable, like, hey, this bitch see me, and stirred a little bit, y'all got so hurt that you contacted NASA. That's
Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. She talking about we contact massa as if first of all you don't work for them. You're talking about your job, massa. That's your input, your X place of employment, right? And second of all, people can call and complain if they feel like you're doing an unprofessional job. But we call massa, which is your job, who you're working for. So so you're working for slave masters. So you're telling me that we actually freed you, helped you freed you from your slavery, and you're mad at us for that? Hilarious. Let's continue.
exactly what happened. So first the post goes viral on Twitter because y'all need fucking help. And y'all wanted to argue with bitches blue till they fucking blue in the face. Some of you hoes is not gonna be saved. And that's the conclusion that I've come to. So because
I flip it right back to her. Most of y'all black females are not going to be saved. That's why y'all are lonely and single. Men ain't lonely. Yeah, we're single. We ain't lonely though. We we like being alone. This is why we have. This is why this channel is a MGTOW channel. This ain't no red pill channel. This is a MGTOW channel. And why I say that is men are not dealing with your problems, with your trauma, with your masculine energy. We're not dealing with your lying, with your cheating, with your manipulative ways. We're not dealing with that no more. Men are actually hip to y'all as well. Y'all want to say y'all not tolerating emotional abuse? Okay, cool. We're not tolerating y'all modern women no more. We're not tolerating being around y'all. We're not tolerating dealing with y'all. We're not even tolerating talking to y'all no more. We don't care about being with y'all no more. We don't mind dying alone. Like I said, when men are hermits, we kind of just go our own way. That's why we got MGTOW now. It's just these modern women think that men need them so much that they want to go online talking about men need to do this. Men need to get emotional intelligence. When a lot of times men, we don't really give a damn about no emotional intelligence. If he's a real man, we give a damn about no damn emotion. He knows he got to operate in this world. And this is why this manosphere, red pill, MGTOW space is as big as it is right now. Because men know you got to be men. Not dealing with emotional intelligence and all that dumb crap. Yeah, you got to deal with your emotions, but you got to deal with your emotions like a man. The world don't give a damn about you and me. But with modern women, they're more protected. That's why they can talk about emotion. With modern men, we're not. We got to be the protectors. And when we get shamed every day for everything, even being a man, now being a man is toxic. As you can see, now they got rid of Andrew Tate. Now just being a man is toxic. We're just like, you know what? Forget it. We don't want to deal with y'all no more. But all of a sudden, it's men are lonely, men are single and lonely, all that type of dumb crap. Like, man, get out of here. I'm gonna do a separate video on that. Men are lonely. Uh, uh, that men are single and lonely. I'm gonna do my own live stream on that because, like I said before, a lot of men are just opting out of relationship. They're not dealing with that no more. Let's continue with this video.
This shit's going viral. I'm thinking, okay, cool. We starting a discussion on mental health, and people are. You might not like my fucking delivery, but motherfuckers are starting to talk. You know, shit the tables. I don't give a fuck. But then it turns into this entire crusade of attacking a black.
This is a therapist? I'm still confused. Like, I can't believe she's a therapist for real. Doing weird shit like that. Let's continue.
Woman who serves the fucking black community. There were people like, I'm gonna find her credentials and report her because I told y'all to be better. Yeah, y'all are fucking weird.
No, because you're fucking weird. You're supposed to be a professional. Look, when you go online, this is why we have this cancel culture. She's experienced the cancel culture. If this was a star, if this was some type of star doing some type of shit like this, or what was that one chick name from The Mandalorian? Gina Carrero. Well, I think it was like Gina Carrero. She made that statement about what did she say? She said something about conservatives and something about Jewish people. I can't remember what it was. But then they kicked her out. They almost kicked out that one chick that plays in Black Panther, Letitia Wright. They almost kicked her out of the Black Panther movie because what she said about the vaccine. If the company feels like you are hurting their company, they're getting complaints. They're getting complaints. And then on top of that, how does she not know that it was her clients that called and be like, yo, this woman's unprofessional. I didn't like the way she went online and said this because she's talking about me. That's fine if she wanted to hold men accountable. We don't mind that. The problem is she went about it in the wrong way. She went about it unprofessional, and she used actual clients that she worked with to make this post. That's why you got fired, because you're fucking weird.
Y'all scream that y'all want to protect women, protect black women specifically, but have done nothing to protect this black woman who has been serving the communities. I have been violated in several areas, and I'm going to outline each one. This article was written by a fucking black woman, putting my full government and my place of employment. So being doxxed by a black woman can't fake, kind of fucking hurts, and she never once reached out to me or contacted me so I could spend my side of the story.
Because you actually you gave your side of the story. You gave your side of the story in like in the first video. You already gave it. So sorry, man. Sorry that you thought that. Sorry that you thought that she was doxing you. She was calling you out. This is what happens when you take accountability for your actions. This is the accountability you have to take for your actions. You messed up. You were unprofessional in that video. You tried to use your male clients to shame black men. The complaints piled up and you lost your job. It can happen to anyone. It happens to men all the time. You see what happened with Andrew Tate? It's the same instance. But at least with your that you were employed there. Andrew Tate, it is a kind of a whole different thing with Andrew Tate. But in this context, it's the same sort of analogy. We'll look at the widest scope. Sort of the same analogy. You messed up. Put yourself out there. And people complained. And when the job gets enough complaints, they were gonna kick you out.
This is the article that spooked my fucking job and got me fired.
Good.
Not only did she not have any regard for my safety, many other articles have been written as a result. Here are a few of them, just to name a few.
Good.
Black Twitter has words for therapists scolding men to go.
And I say good for these. I appreciate those articles speaking up for black men because black men get shamed for everything. This is her blaming black men for her problems, not taking accountability by saying that we need to take accountability. While saying we need to take accountability, this is her not taking accountability for her actions, which is very hilarious to me because she blaming us. Oh, we ran the massa, but it was your fault. You posted the video. Ain't nobody would have said a damn thing about you if you ain't post the video. On top of that, again, she was very unprofessional, using the clients that she deals with and not blasting them, but trying to use them as an example when they was trying to go to therapy just so they can open up and not be used as an example or used as some type of mirror, or use some type of of Trojan horse against their own men. They weren't trying to do that. They were just trying to come and better themselves. You shamed men for trying to better themselves. And then you got fired for it. You got fired for trying to do that. This is called accountability. Now we're going to show one more video, and we're going to show this one chick who I find very disgusting and vile. She tried to call black men. She tried to call black men bullet bags. She tried to call us bullet bags. So I wanted to play this real quick, and man, it's kind of break down her video real quick. It's actually kind of sad. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about this after this.
This friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save these hoes but got her job terminated as a result. And now it's time to have a discussion with Black people how sometimes we get in our own way of true liberation and freedom because we're so indoctrinated by white supremacy and violence against Black women.
They love to blame white supremacy for everything, bro. They love to blame it's always white supremacy. Always white supremacy. Yeah, you working in white supremacy. She's working for the white massa, but it's white supremacy's fault. You working for massa though. Let's continue.
Because it was Black people who got her fired, Black people who harassed her, who threatened her, who doxed her, who called her employment.
So first, if it was black people, how's it white supremacy? That don't make no sense. How is it white supremacy if it was black people? Jesus Christ. The gymnastics that black women will go through to blame everybody but themselves. It's hilarious. Hilarious. Instead of saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize for posting that video," even if that black woman wanted to double down on what she said and say that she is right, because again, I could even find some men in the red pill space that could agree with some of the points that she said. Yes, men need to go to therapy. Yes, men need to open up their vocabulary. And yes, men need to open up and talk about their feelings. But what she did was go online, shame men, become unprofessional, and she didn't even apologize for it. So of course she was going to lose her job. But again, it's white supremacy fought through black people.
And got her fired. All because they didn't like her delivery and how she told Black men that they need to go to therapy because they are emotionally unintelligent and it's hurting them and hurting the community around them. You're so worried about a black woman's delivery and oh my God, there's a certain way to say things. Black women are 2.5 times more likely to be killed by a man.
It's so funny that first of all, it's so funny that they say that dumb shit. But it's so funny that they were all mad at Kevin Samuels for delivery, but all of a sudden we hit him with that same rhetoric. It's oh you worried about delivery, oh you worried about delivery, oh you worried about delivery. When you try to help you, oh okay man. Now we're worried about delivery. First of all, now we're worried about delivery. First of all, second of all, it's our own fault for losing her job. Maybe her job saw it. Maybe her job saw the video and thought it was unprofessional. Why? So why don't these women don't think? Maybe she when she posted the video, it got viral, right? Somebody at a job was like, "Is that such and such? What the hell is she doing?" Oh hell no, she should not have done like she shouldn't have done a video like this. Fired. We can't deal with that publicity. We can't deal with you doing this. You should not have put it. You should. It could have been privilege, all that type of stuff. So all of a sudden now, this black woman be like, "Oh, black men complained. Oh, article complained." When it could have been just her video might have broken some type of confidentiality clause with the job. But people don't want to think about that. That's usually what happens sometimes at jobs.
We experience sexual assault, rape, and domestic violence and disproportionate rates. And you're worried about our anger and us cussing and how we talk.
Yes,
And you know what? The same.
because it's not attractive. It is not attractive. And yes, you want to be attractive because you want to attract the people that will listen to you. It is not being attractive is more than just attracting a mate. It's also about attracting the people that will listen to you to help spread your message. So if you come at us all brash, especially men we like femininity. We want to be drawn in by femininity. If you trying to be all masculine, we're not going to deal with y'all. We're not going to deal around that. Do you not watch? Do you not watch shows where some men will go? Where they try to go to like some of the toughest bars, and they got some big ass, strong ass dude who's supposed to be a bouncer or whatever, and the dudes be like scared, like, "Ooh, I don't want to go over there," because it's supposed to deter men who not on that same. It's supposed to deter the men who's scared of that. If you not if you're not a man that's in that life, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna go in there. It's supposed to scare men who might want to cause trouble. A show of force, deterrent. So when women ask masculine, you're gonna scare men away because we don't want to deal with that. Oh, men shouldn't be scared. Men shouldn't be scared. Man, shut up. You want us to open up our feelings, but then you don't want us to be scared of dealing with y'all. I thought we had emotion. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what women are going to be saying. They're going to. If I say men are scared to deal with these type of women, they're going to shame us for being scared. The same women that say open up about your emotions. Sometimes when you're scared, the best course of action is to go away from that, to deter from that, turn around, ignore it, don't deal with that in the first place. Let's finish this video up.
And you can't say that everyone is very true because sometimes the people that attack us within our own community would have been the same people that called the dogs and master when Harriet was trying to run over for freedom. We can't save all of you, and we literally will not because you harm us.
And we don't care. We have a whole movement, MGTOW, where we don't want to deal with y'all no more. We're divesting. We are going. We're going out of the country now. We're not dealing with black women no more. We're not. We are doing our own thing nowadays. We don't want to deal with y'all. We don't care about your emotional intelligence. We're going to find ourselves a wife. We don't care about a woman that's a therapist. We don't want no woman that's no therapist. We don't want to deal with emotional intelligence. Yes, men should deal with their emotions, but we don't care about no stupid emotional intelligence. Forget that crap. Most men, your your therapy should be in the gym. Your therapy should be your business, your money making. That should be your therapy. It should not be no go to no woman and sit down on a chair and open up to them. No, fucking forget that crap. Nowadays, because now this black woman therapist, she just deterred thousands of men from therapy. That's also one more thing that black men cannot trust anymore. Because black men was going to therapy just so we can get better on our healing. Black men, we don't want to open up. We don't want to put no video and try to save the world and shit. We just want to live our life. Again, these women used us as pawns for their scheme to try and become look like they're better, they're smarter, they're stronger, all that dumb stuff. They use that as pawns again. Even when we try to go there to them for help, use this as pawns. And now they have deterred black men from going to therapy. If not from black men opening up to black women therapists. They've deterred black men from doing that now. On top of that, we definitely got to do a small discussion about professionalism in the black community because everybody wants to act unprofessional for some reason and do not think the reason why we have problems in the black community is because we are unprofessional. So we got to change that up, guys. We got to change that up, become more professional, if not for your own life as well. Because being professional can save your life. So we're going to do a separate video on that another time. I just wanted to talk about this video because this video, I just want to talk about that woman because that woman was gross and unfortunately that's what we have to deal with a black men. But all right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, hit the notification bell, hit subscribe so you know next time I drop. I appreciate you stopping by. I will talk with y'all soon. You have a good rest of the night. Peace.